Well, you know, I've mentioned this virus that we have that's descended upon humanity, how it first came over 5,000 years ago, how it isn't natural to the human soul. It was something that through curiosity and through openness and through the desire to understand the mysteries, we accidentally allowed in through occult Egyptian traditional, some of the sects did some mystery school practices that allowed the virus to get into the psyche and into the DNA, if you will. So one of the greatest symptoms or manifestations of this virus is the way that we have stopped knowing how to behave and how to live and how to feel and how to perceive, such that we are demonstrating to one another belonging. One example is a Dartmouth study. They did some research there in the psychology department where they took a photo of an Asian man, and to half the experimentees, they gave them this statement. This young man has a 4.0 GPA. He's a pre-med student. He is studying about 10 hours a day and likes to play chess. He's very good at chess. How compassionate do you feel for this man? And the marks were high, high compassion. I understand this man. I want to be like him myself. I'm a student at Dartmouth studying a lot, trying to get good grades, have dreams for my career track, have a hobby. Well, the other half got the exact same photo, except for it said, this man received a scholarship. He's from Vietnam and doesn't speak very good English. He likes to roller skate around campus all the time and has poor marks because he's always listening to the Japanese version of the Beatles on his earphones while roller skating. How compassionate do you feel for this man? Low marks. This man isn't like me. I don't like him. Roller skating? Our evolved consciousness in heaven is not going to judgment. Judgment is a reductionistic, fear-based aspect of going into the aspect of duality that isn't going to make it into the gates of heaven. Negativity, the need to feel power by having power over someone, having power over them by deciding who they are, making simplistic conclusions about who they are. There's so much to be said about the power of realizing that you can make or break someone's sense of safety in the world by your way that you meet them. Did you know that the human brain, the pathways for physical pain, that is to say intense physical suffering, why, there's someone in physical pain now. Let's take a moment to bless their experience with the love of God. Those pathways for physical pain that happen when you have a bad back or a knee that's got severe arthritis or bursitis in the shoulder, or the pain that comes with chemotherapy. Physical pain, those neural pathways are the same neural pathways that light up when we socially reject one another. It's excruciating when we practice who's in and who's out. And unfortunately, we do it all the time. Why, this sounds like a small note, but becoming aware that this is one of the great ways in which the virus of domination is enforcing social control, so that you are not free to know yourself as a soul. That is, beyond the dictates of egos judging and boxing you in, boxing me in, telling us who we can and cannot be by the ways we're accepted and encouraged or judged and shamed, is a huge difference between heaven and earth. I'm going to share with you now a puppet show where we can kind of see what I'm talking about instead of just think about it in concepts. Are you ready?
Benedictus Humanus.
Hi, Father.
Daughter, the time has come. One of my most precious creations, planet Earth, is at a time of it's at a critical juncture. And I would like you to help. I'm going to ask you to go to this planet. Oh, yes. What do you think of this?
Well, you know, I'm willing. I love it here with you very, very much, but I'm willing. You know how enthusiastic I am about these things.
Yes, we do. Now, here's a couple things to know before you head down. First of all, we're going to send you into the darkest aspect of the suffering, and you are going to be born and not remember anything. You're going to go on a journey, and you must have it be up to you to remember and then to decide how best to guide the planet out of this critical juncture. Of course, as it's time for you to begin, we will be with you in every moment, and we will guide you and inspire you and give you the voice that will be from heaven. But to begin with, you must forget who you are, go into the darkest pocket, and grow from there.
Oh, Father, I don't know that I could ever forget you. I love you so much.
Well, we'll see what happens. That's the guidelines.
Oh, Father, I'm ready. Only one question. Is my ears showing? I like them to show.
Well, one of them isn't showing. Hold on. There. All right. Peace be with you, my daughter.
And also with you, Papa.
We'll see you in every possible way here in heaven while you go forward. Proceed.
Boy, this is hard down here. It's kind of like the air hurts my face. It's so severe. Oh, well. Oh, I remember who I am. Oh, good. Ah, look. Hi. Hi, I'm the daughter. I've come to help everybody find their way to heaven. I'm here to support that process because it's a big deal to die without the body dying, and to learn to have the ways that we live in heaven be here. So, what do you say? Well, what is that, a kebab on your head? Or what do you call it? Hijab? What's, I don't get it. Why are you calling yourself a daughter anyway? I don't think I like you. No, I don't think so.
Oh, I see that you were talking to that young lady over there. You know, we've been watching her, and we are not sure what we think, because we have the virus. So it's hard for us to trust, you see. So we have a plan for now. Try and get as much information from her as you can, but also don't in any way encourage her to think that she's anybody, because we're not sure we like what's going on here. And if we can control the situation, we will. Yeah, well, she had this thing on her head, see? I don't know, it's a kebab. I'm not sure what that's about. Well, just try and get as much information as you can and report back to us. And remember, don't act like she's saying anything relevant or that you're interested or that it matters at all. Just go about your business. Don't let on anything, okay? Report back to me. You hear? Caw, 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 caw.
I'm so sick with this virus. You there. No. I socially reject you. You do not belong. You are not okay. You do not belong. No. Peck, 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 peck. Socially rejected. Boo. 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 You will not remember I did this to you. You are socially rejected. Caw, 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 caw. There's this lady wearing a babushka, see? And she's, I don't know what I think about her. Don't like her. Whatever you do, you just have to march in time and do like everybody else. And if they say not to like somebody, don't like them. Don't like them at all. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Well, you say so. I mean, the babushka was confusing, or the kebab or whatever, but she seemed nice enough. No. Don't step out of time. Don't like her. That's the way it is. Now we'll have the daughter visiting someone who's in heaven consciousness. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. I never can carry a tune. Hi, Mr. Whale.
Why, hello, you're the daughter.
Yes!
I'm so glad you're here. Our planet's oceans know you've come, among other things, to help the waters.
Yes, that's right. How did you know? I'm here to help the waters. And I'm here to help humanity to know how to transcend duality. And I'm here to make sure that as many souls as possible who have secret struggles that God tells me I can help one-on-one, in confidentiality, of course. And especially, he cares about all religions, but he made me Catholic because he does care about the Catholic Church a lot. Only, I'm not sure about my being a daughter and all, you know.
Oh, well, we in the ocean do know. When we hear your stress and that you've had some backstory, but we're so happy you're here. We're so grateful. And we have a lot to give too, you know. We're very, very smart beings.
I know you are. We can't express how much reverence we have for you. You hold the Akashic records in all of your being, don't you, Mr. Whale?
Why, yes, we do. And we swim in a way where our vibration keeps the planet anchored in goodness in every way possible.
I know. You understand that we are vibration. What a relief. I love seeing you, Mr. Whale, and your many strengths leave me in awe, and your gifts are endless. I love to think about you when I'm sleeping. I love to think about you swimming deep in the sea and singing your whale songs.
Why, thank you, daughter, and we love to think about you too. You are a wonderful friend and ally to have here at this time of critical juncture.
Shall we go swimming together? Can I ride on your back?
Why, sure, let's go to the depths of the sea beyond imagination.
Where my father is.
Yes, are you ready?
Yes. It may seem like a silly puppet show, and I was given a note by our father while I was setting up. He said to clarify that the virus came to Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia. Well, I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to research it later. Anyway, long and short is that it is not natural, the ways we've been conditioned to enforce social control. And I demonstrated through my own little story some of the ways that we are practicing social control. I mean it when I say that we are dissociated here, and we're doing the best we can. And it's so, so important. I can't emphasize this enough, that all of us understand that we know we're suffering, and we're all trying to figure out the solution and the explanation. And we have 7 steps for relief from this and 8 ways to get that. And we have all kinds of folks running around doing the best they can to offer solutions to better ourselves. And we all think, oh, maybe the theory is that the Muslims and the theory is that the Catholics and this church is, the bad guy. And there's no bad guy. If we're blaming each other, we're not making any healing here. Humanity has a virus. And that virus is causing dissociation at home just as much as in a religious institution, as an academic, as a nature resource center. It's just here. It's had enough generations now that it's become quite virulent. And the technology piece that I spoke of in the teaching, vibration is everything, or everything is vibration, is an essential step in remedying how vulnerable we are to constant exposure to the sickness. It's coming through technology, but it's also coming through in the patterns of social control that have conditioned us to behave in judgmental, reductionistic, and excluding ways. So even if you don't understand what the heck I mean about this virus in Mesopotamia, you can understand what I'm saying about how to heal. And one way we heal is we start to practice being mindful of what Buddhism calls right speech. Never, ever talking behind someone's back or making them think in one moment that they're welcome and included, and behind their back saying things about how they've behaved that would demonstrate holding them back or hurting their progress or shaming them or keeping them from ultimately getting to be part of anything. In heaven, everybody's welcome at the table. And do you know what? For all of humanity to sit at the table, all 7 billion of us, and there'd still be plenty of room. And so it is.